Hey, what's going on? It is yours truly, Timothy J. Jones. Thank you for stopping by the State of the NFL podcast. I ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is a channel where we talk about some of the hottest topics in all of the NFL. I'm talking JJ McCarthy. You know, JJ McCarthy had an opportunity to really display his skills on primetime television. I mean, they set it up really well. I mean, you have JJ McCarthy now, the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, was the quarterback for the Michigan Wolverines. And coming into town is Michael Penix, the guy that was on the other side of the field for the University of Washington, but came in on the losing end of that exchange. He is now the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, this was JJ McCarthy's so-called coming out party. Last week, he played against the Chicago Bears, and, you know, everybody was talking about how great he was in the fourth quarter and talking about how he has that moxie and that grit. And people were asking, did the Minnesota Vikings get themselves a true franchise quarterback? I mean, we know that McCarthy was drafted last year by the Minnesota Vikings. He had a torn meniscus that kept him out the entire year. So this was really the first time people had the opportunity to see him. And then you follow that up with another primetime game. So this guy started his career with back-to-back primetime games. And this is a prime example of how one person could be a hero on 1 minute, and then you could be the GOAT the next minute. And I'm talking lowercase GOAT, not uppercase. JJ McCarthy had the game from hell in front of a nationally televised audience. I mean, the Atlanta Falcons just systematically destroyed this guy. And you can see the body language of guys like Justin Jefferson and Kevin O'Connell, the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. It just seemed like they became really frustrated as the game went on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give JJ a pass a little bit, because when you lose your center, Ryan Kelly goes out with a concussion, and now you're counting on your young, inexperienced quarterback to be out there calling out protections and going up against a really talented defensive coordinator and Jeff Ulbrich and a lot of talent that can rush the passer for the Atlanta Falcons, it seemed. So this was a tough task for a guy like JJ McCarthy. But I said this even when he had the fourth quarter heroics. You know, the thing about it is we like to always feel like we are watching the next big thing, like we're watching a star just form right in front of our eyes. And I think that's what people were trying to do when it came to JJ McCarthy. You had the Chicago Bears that were dominating the game early. I mean, Minnesota played terribly through 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden, JJ McCarthy just turns into this warrior, and everybody just seemed to forget about the first 3 quarters. But I didn't. And I said that even though the fourth quarter was impressive, you want to be able to see your quarterback put together a full body of work. And JJ McCarthy has yet to do that. I mean, he has talent. I can understand why Minnesota drafted him. He got really good arm talent. He's a fighter. He can run. I mean, he has all the tools. But at the same time, this is a young guy that's still trying to figure it out. And I just didn't like the fact that I seen on ESPN Get Up. And I think the title was, "Is JJ McCarthy a bust?" I mean, the guy only played 2 games. I just don't understand, like, why we always got to rush these quarterbacks to be everything we want them to be. It is a huge transition coming from the collegiate ranks to the professional ranks, where you're probably playing against a team that probably has 2-star athletes on it, and you're basically just picking these guys apart. The wide receivers you're throwing to getting 20 yards of separation. In the NFL, you don't have that. You got to fit the ball through tight windows, and you got to execute at the highest level. And I just don't understand why people just want these quarterbacks just to be the is-all and the be-all. And yes, there have been outliers throughout the course of time. You know, Jaden Daniels most recently, Cam Newton, RG3, CJ Stroud have come in and found instant success right away. All of a sudden, just because you have a handful of guys that can do that, now all of a sudden every quarterback can, or they have to. It just doesn't make any sense to me. JJ McCarthy looks like a young, inexperienced quarterback. I don't know if he's the franchise quarterback, but I know this. We haven't seen enough from him to actually come to that conclusion. It was a rough night, tough night at the office for JJ McCarthy. But to think that this guy is a bust based on 2 games is laughable. And he has an opportunity to kind of sit down and allow things to kind of register in his mind, because he's actually dealing with a high ankle sprain that is going to keep him sidelined probably 2 to 5 weeks. That's a crushing blow for the Minnesota Vikings, but it also gives McCarthy an opportunity to sit back, rehab, get your ankle straight, and also just kind of chill and process everything that has taken place. You have Carson Wentz that's going to be starting for him. Could this be another quarterback that Kevin O'Connell puts his magic touch on that finds a resurgence in their career? I mean, only time will tell. But JJ McCarthy, I like what I see from him. He just has to put it all together. He has talent around him. Just get a guy some time, and I'm pretty sure he'll figure it out.